This is a teardown of an AMX Netlinx NI-4100, and I have previously done the 2100, which I'm not sure what the difference is between the two, but lower end or smaller model, I don't know. The 2100 is a 2U chassis, if I remember correctly, but card slot cover with translucent areas for the LED indicator lights. And there's not going to be much inside of this thing. These are pretty hollow, so this should go pretty quickly. There's some top screws as well. Yep. Nope. There we go. And that's all there is on the inside. A board and then interconnect board. I don't even think. That's weird. It's just supplying power to those cards. That's something I don't think I thought about when I tore apart the 2100. So these are all on the main control board, and these cards are just supplementary, I guess. I don't know. They're not connected to the brains. Let's get this front off. I don't feel like grabbing the right tools for the job. We're going to use my side cutters to loosen the nuts here. And then we'll take the back off. Yeah, loosen that one a little more. There we go. Just the LED indicator board. I did label it for what the sections are doing. IO, IR, relay, serial. And I would assume, I don't know. I was going to say I would assume they're multicolor, but no, it looks like they're just a single color. Only one connection going each one. Some sort of multiplexing chip probably to control the LEDs so they don't have to have as many connections. This does require an external power supply, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so it runs on 12 volts. Pretty standard for these things. Alright. I have my side cutters. I can cut this wire. Tie, zip tie. I don't have to make a bigger mess than I need to make. Oh. There we go. So, card module. It's got some card edge connectors that go out to some, I call these Phoenix connectors. I don't know if that's the proper name for them or not, but that's what I see a lot of people calling them, so I don't know. And this is receiving power in from the control board. They're sharp. But Here we have the brains of the operation. There's a bunch of relays for the relay outputs. Right there. And then, yeah, so got a CF card here for 4 gig for the operating system on this. See a fancy one. Some labels on here a little too well. "30 megabits per second," or actually that's megabytes. 30 megabytes per second, 200x. I don't know, assuming it's better than normal. And this here is clock with a built-in battery. So these are not serviceable because the battery is encapsulated inside of the housing. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is just purely a battery. That's right. Sometimes these have the clock, but no, this is just a sealed battery. It sits on top of the clock. And whatever else this chip does, made by ST Micro. Power regulation stuff here. Not sure what this breakout board does. Looks like it has network ports on it. So, these are for the ICS net and then hub. So proprietary networking, I guess, basically. Got some Micron memory there from the looks of it. See some cold fire chips there. I'm not sure what their purpose is. Maybe serial control, since they're near the serial ports. And these are all the outside facing ports and stuff. Various Texas Instrument branded chips and other things. Some more Micron memory. And got a PowerPC PPC405EP. That should be the main controller, I would assume. Some flash storage here. Made by ST Micro. Cypress, I got the name right this time. A Cypress brand chip. No clue what that is doing. And let's see what this is. Got an Altera chip there. And this is revision 8 apparent, or A8 that is. But yeah, so that's pretty much all there is in there to see. So hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.